Salutations everyone, it is Matty here, and if there's one thing we can agree on, it's that all of us here love video games. Whether it is a hobby or a passion, nothing beats the hell out of finishing up your day by playing something enjoyable. Another good feeling as a gamer is when you walk out of a store with a package sealed, brand new copy of that game you were so excited for. It's rewarding, and that feeling of starting a new adventure, not knowing what to expect, is downright awesome. Has that feeling lost its sizzle for you as of recently? If so, I wouldn't blame you. There are 1,000,001 fucking games coming out, and I just need to rant about it. This could be viewed as a good problem to have, and at first I'd agree. It seems like every week or two I have a plethora of brand new games to choose from. Not games from my backlog, but in fact brand new AAA title releases from big companies. The holiday season is known for its big releases and plenty of them, but fall 2016 was quite different in my opinion. There was at least one blockbuster game releasing every single week from September 27th until the end of the year. That's just simply ridiculous because those were games that had people excited and the products looked promising. Forza Horizon 3, Mafia 3, Gears 4, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, and so on. If you were to only buy one of the major releases from each of those weeks, you'd be spending $600, and that's without tax or accounting for days like November 14th, seeing the likes of multiple exciting games such as Watch Dogs 2, Pokemon Sun or Moon, and the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection. Like I said, the fall is known for its flux of titles, but I originally felt it was too much and sales told the story. Many games heavily underperformed, making these titles bad investments. Watch Dogs 2 sold considerably less despite being a better game than its predecessor. So did Dishonored 2 and Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 especially being embarrassing considering it went from being an exclusive to listed on multiple platforms and still performed woefully bad in comparison to its first entry. Sure, EA can share some of the blame for sending the title to its grave considering it was dead on arrival, but it's a stark contribution to the problem I'm discussing, which is there are just too many games right now. Usually after the holidays, there is a cool down. Everyone's wallets are dried and people are playing all the nifty games they received as gifts for Christmas or went out of their way and bought on their own during the holidays. January 2017 is off to a roaring start that, if fall of 2016 told us anything, sadly resembles the same problem we just had months ago. Today, January 24th, the day you are watching this video, our wallets are murdered. Well, there was Tales of Berseria. Not everyone's a weeb like me. Fair enough. How about Resident Evil 7? That's looking pretty nifty. Oh, there's also Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Side note, get into this series when the 1.5 and 2.5 collection release later on PS4. One of, if not the best mashup franchises. So, big 3 launches. Matty, we've seen worse. Well, how about we top on more free DLC for 2016's Game of the Year, Overwatch. Yep, we're receiving the Chinese New Year event DLC. But wait, there's more. Final Fantasy 15, the fastest selling title in its franchise, is getting its first DLC that day too. Ah shit, how could I forget? Yakuza 0 releases today too. If this isn't overkill, I have no idea what is. I know an easy way to refute the argument is, well, I'm not into those games, Matty. I think Overwatch sucks. I think it's overrated. I don't like those JRPGs, so this doesn't matter to me. And while that may not apply to you, there are many people in the games industry who these games appeal to massively, but they can't buy all of them. Fret not though. We'll have weeks to play all of our new stuff, but on February 14th, we'll be getting flashbacks again. For Honor, Halo Wars 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, the Nintendo Switch with Breath of the Wild as a launch title, and days after that is Ghost Recon Wildlands. While each of these games I mentioned in this video excite me, what happens if, or even for some, we can say when, they underperform in sales? Companies lose money because they're investing in a product they aren't making nearly any money on. I know a lot of publishers and developers do have stacks of cash to sit on where they can take risks and fail, but some of these aren't even risks. Why send years of hard work down the tubes when you can delay the product, make it better at the same time, and release it alone on its own date separate from others? Titanfall 2 naturally being my best example of that. I know we can't expect companies to base their plans off of others and instead have confidence in their own product to outperform others, but I'm sure if they're more realistic, they'll see more money ending up in their pocket. Another great example is releasing Tomb Raider the same day as Fallout 4. Are you high? Why would that ever work out for you? That game performed so badly because no one cared about any game at that point in time except Fallout 4. The silver lining is that there is something for everyone here in the games industry at quick succession. But even then, constant underperforming sales can lead to an even worse problem for our industry in the long run. We need to make money here, but we also can't just keep tossing out big investment products and not getting that return value. Why do you think Irrational Games shut down? They put so much time and money into the game, and goodbye they went. Mind you, this is coming from the perspective of someone whose job is to play video games, simply put. And I can't keep up with it. And if I can't, I know the general consumer who works very hard, does their 9-to-5 shift, and comes home and plays games for a limited amount of time, can't even keep up with this, where it's not even just the point of, oh, it's unfair they can't play game, too bad, tough shit, Matty. I totally get that point, but it's more so, like I said, that it can impact the industry in a worse way. Regardless though, I've gone on long enough. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments down below. I got the inspiration for this video from a video on Kinda Funny on the series called Colin Was Right, and I figured I'd toss in my 2 cents on the issue as well. I can't wait to read what you guys say down below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. The links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it continues the flow of content. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.